Welcome back to Health, Wellbeing and Lifestyle. And our first guest today is George Gentilis, a somatic psychotherapist, and today he's here talking to us about spirituality and staying present. Welcome, George.
Thank you for having me back. Yeah, so living in the present and your spiritual self, spirituality, big topic, very important, because like we've done in the previous segments, once you learn how to heal, you release anxieties, you release depression, release all these reactions, who are you in the end? I mean, what's left over? You can live a fulfilling life, you can reach your goals better, but what you'll probably discover is that who you really are is a formless, timeless being in a body. And you're not your thoughts. You're not really your thinking. So we've got that intellect brain that separates us from the animal kingdom that I've talked about in the past. It's great for planning, great for memorizing. We can plan ahead things, but it also gets in the way if we begin to realise that we get lost in the fact that that's what we are. And if you get too lost in your thinking, people will actually say, I feel lost, or I've lost my passion for life, I don't know why I'm here, or I don't know what I really want to do, or you lose sight of goals. But as you heal those things, then you start to realise who you really are, and you're actually not the thoughts in your head. You have thoughts in your head, obviously, and it's a tool. We've got past thoughts, which are memories of what just happened. There's future thoughts of what might happen. And if you overlive in the future, then you just tend to worry a lot, like I talked about in anxiety. Or if you live too much in the past, stuck in the previous thoughts, you'll have a lot of guilt, and depression sets in because, all this weight of the past, and because you're living through the thoughts. But really, you're not your thoughts. You're actually the person choosing the thoughts. And when you realise that, then you get present. Then you start to live in reality, which is just this moment. So if you think about it, this moment is always now. It can never not be now. It's now again. It's now again. If I ask the question, is it now? The answer will always be yes. So is it now? Yeah. Is it now? Yeah. Is it now? It's now again. It's now again. It's now again. It's always now. In other words, it's now forever. And your conscious thinking brain can't handle that, because your conscious brain is used to living through memories and putting a length to the present moment. But really the present moment has no length, it's just now. It's now again, it's now again, here you are, here I am. Reality is just this present moment, and it's always now. But why do we think that it has a length? Because we've got our intellect which slots and creates time. And that's great, like I said, it's a great tool, we need it, but it stops us from remembering who we really are. So you've got to spend time in your day, each day at some point where you stop, connect to the universe, connect to yourself, other people, and realise that you're one being of millions of beings, and you're just connected to the whole universe, and it's very powerful. So really your success in life isn't determined with effort, the doing. Yes, you've got to do that. Your success is really determined is how you do that doing, the quality of that doing in this present moment now, which is your being. Your being must come first, the doing comes second. And who is the being? The aware you that lives in this body, that gets to choose which thought to have. When you can't choose the thought, that's when you're stuck in anxiety or depression or reactions or traumas or negative belief patterns that limit you. But really you're not a limited person. You are a peaceful, loving, joyous, free and healthy human being, perfect in every way. You're that right now, this moment. That's there within you. But it gets covered up with traumas and anxieties and worries about the future, and going off into all these thought forms in your head, when really you can actually step back and realise who's actually choosing those thoughts, and it's the aware you, that's the real you. And when you get more in touch with that, and which is why it's important to do that every day, to stop, take a few minutes, do a little mindfulness meditation and switch that thinking brain off and realise you're not those thoughts. Then you start to get in touch with your heart, with the real you start to come home to your body, the real home, which takes you wherever you want to go. You can travel the world and you're always home because you're in your body. You have people who go looking for themselves in other countries and realise their problems are there again, and they just recreate them because they haven't come home to themselves first and opened up to their heart first. And that's when you start to discover what you really love to do, rather than the world telling you externally, this is what you should be doing for money, or do this job or that job, you can earn more. But what do you really love to do? Find what you really love to do, find a way to earn a living from it, and that's the ultimate fulfillment. When you're running your life, you're totally in control. You should be.
So for our viewers, George, how can people feel more fulfilled?
Yeah, more fulfilled. Well, the best thing you can do is to do some mindfulness meditation, to actually close your eyes, go into your body and embody yourself. And mindfulness is a weird word because you don't want to be in your mind, you actually want to be in your whole body. So you want to be more bodyful, more body mindfulness. So it's bodyfulness, if you want to call it, embodying into your body, coming home, as I said before, into your body, feeling the sensations in your body. And the best way to do that is to notice the sensations in your body. And the number one is your breathing. We breathe in our chest, we breathe in our belly. To notice if you're breathing just in your chest or your belly, and notice as it expands and contracts, it just follow that sensation in your body, which is the lower brain, which takes your focus off the intellect. So all that mind chatter can slow down, switch off. And anytime you go back into your head and your mind takes over and you're off thinking about dinner tonight or whatever, the best question you can ask yourself is, what's happening in my body now? And start scanning down your body. Notice left and right side. There'll be a difference because we're muscle-wise symmetrical, and you'll notice a difference. So if I notice it now, my awareness has gone straight to my feet, and in my ankles I can feel my right one tingling, my left one isn't. That's just got me out of my head, just for a brief second. So if you do that more often, you start to become more embodied, more present in the moment, and if you connect with nature, often, because nature's very still, they're very present, they don't have an intellect to go off and over worry about things that may never happen. And also the universe, out the stars at night to realise how you're part of this enormous universe out there that we hardly know about yet, and that you're equal to any being in the universe, and you are, you definitely are. And as you get present in the moment, don't think as much, only use the thoughts when you need them. Then you come alive, heart opens up, start doing what you love doing, and you get less distracted by all that avalanche of marketing out in the world, and start to live a more fulfilled life. So,
thank you, George. It's been wonderful to hear all about these amazing topics you've shared. And for more information on George and spirituality and able to stay in the present, then please go to our website healthwellbeingandlifestyle.com.au.